The maker of this tactic had an invincible season. Can we do the same? Let's check it out. This one is called the ARTABORA Destan version 2 from a creator called ARTABORA. I don't know the Destan part, but this is, like I said, version 2. The first version says a new 4-2-4 tactic trial, balanced mentality, standard double pivots. All players have mark tighter and pass it shorter instructions. They won every competition with Man City. So keep that in mind. The tester used Manchester City, which is going to do very well generally. You have to really have a bad tactic to have Manchester United screw up. Version 2 basically says minor tweaked version of the previous tactic, tempo changed to higher from slightly higher, removed mark tighter from all players. This time they had an invincible season. Manchester United came in first with a 34-4-0 record. So overall, they did very well. But will our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa in the Premier League, and our championship side of Ipswich Town fare just as well? Let's take a look. Well, starting off with the Premier League, things are looking pretty nice. You don't have the invincible season. You do have 2 losses for Liverpool, but 98 points, 126 goals is pretty freaking phenomenal. And Aston Villa in second with 86 points, 95 goals. I would say this worked. Well, I'm just going to take a look at Liverpool's entire schedule. The only blemishes really come in. You got a Premier League loss to Tottenham right there, but the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg, you do win the second leg, but you're out too much against Arsenal. And then the FA Cup 5th round, 1-2 in extra time against, well, Aston Villa. And then the only other one is the Europa League final, 0-2 against Real Madrid. So you've got 1 trophy, and that's it for the season. You could have gotten a little farther, I would have hoped. Premier League title is pretty freaking phenomenal. You did it by 12 points. Not bad at all. Runners up at the Europa League, it is Madrid, but still you would have hoped to have won that. But knocked out in the 5th round by Aston Villa, knocked out in the semis of the Carabao Cup. I still would have hoped for a second trophy at least. But green all over the place. Nice to see. 30 goals for Cody Gakpo. Jota with 24. Luis Diaz with 22. Nunez all the way down with 18. Salah with 19. I mean, it's spread around a bit. But assists, 18 for Robertson and Trent. Very well done. The assists spread around as well. And then Mohamed Salah with a 7-3-2. Aston Villa, I will go cup by cup, but you could see Carabao Cup final against Arsenal 2-0. That's a trophy. You beat Liverpool in the 5th round of the FA Cup. You get to the quarters, but lose out to Luton Town. Oh, and look, you beat out Ipswich Town along the way. But Conference League comes trophy number 2, 5-3 over Bayer Leverkusen. So all in all, I would say this is a phenomenal tactic for Aston Villa. Second place in the Premier League with 86 points. Very well done. Winners of both the Conference League and the Carabao Cup. 2 trophies. Fantastic. You are knocked out in the quarters by Luton Town, interestingly enough. But you got to the quarters at least, I guess. So overall, you got a nice set of green there too. 35 goals for Ollie Watkins, Moussa Diaby with 27. Assists 18 for Digne and Matty Cash apiece. All these guys are getting 18s. Average rating though, Joe Gauchi with 7.5, but a 7.34 for Moussa Diaby. Data hub for our teams, Liverpool through and through attacking. You got some dribbles there, so very nice to see them get it back to the attacking ways. 3.32 goals per game, 1.86 more than the average, 0.58 conceded, 0.69 xG against. This was a phenomenal season. Aston Villa, the only thing missing is the dribbles there, but through the roof attacking like you'd like to see. Goals per game, 2.5, 1.03 conceded, xG against 1.2. Premier League stats, Liverpool with 2.58 points per game, 2.26 for Aston Villa in second. Most goals, Liverpool in first, 126. That is through the roof. Aston Villa with 95. All the way down in third is Man City with 77. That is a big difference right there. Few shots against, Liverpool in first with 229. Aston Villa in sixth with 338. Most possession, 54 to 52%. Most dribbles made, Liverpool with 702. And then most shots for Liverpool in first, under 700 though, interestingly enough. Aston Villa with 583. But now we know both the Premier League teams did well, so we're assuming that Ipswich Town did the same. Well, clearly that worked as well. 116 points, 134 goals, and an invincible season. We have the invincible season, folks. Ipswich Town, 11 draws, but no losses. A phenomenal result. So with that, we're just going to take a look at this flat. I mean, 4th round of the Carabao Cup out against Aston Villa, as we saw. FA Cup 4th round against Manchester City 1-2, not too bad, but everything else is green or yellow. So overall, a phenomenal job. No losses whatsoever this season. That's pretty incredible. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, I'm not too unhappy about that. Squad-wise, they still only have 5 in the green, though. Appearances, there you go. But goals, 23 for George Hurst, 19 for Connor Chaplin, and 14 for Broadhead, the only ones in double digits. Assist, 24 for Leif Davis. Thank goodness he stayed around. And then a 7.38 for Leif Davis as well. Championship stats, 2.52 points per game. Absolutely insane. Most goals in first, though, with 134. Fewest shots against in second with 333. Most dribbles made in seventh with 731. And most shots for in first with 774. But let us take a look at this whopper of a tactic. You can see, I mean, with 4 up front, it is going to be attacking through and through. We start, though, with a sweeper keeper in defend, fullbacks on the left and the right in attack, ball-playing defenders in the central spots, 2 DMs in support, an inside forward on the left in attack, an inside forward in support on the right, a pressing forward in support next to an advanced forward in attack. Balanced mentality, in possession, attacking with his narrow, approach plays pass into space, underlap on the left and the right, but focus play down the left and the right. Passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and distribute to the back line, and then take short kicks. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent your goalkeeper distribution, get stuck in, step up more, and invite crosses. Well, as an overall, how did it do for our 3 teams? I would say pretty freaking phenomenal. I mean, an Invincible season is through the roof with Ipswich Town. You love to see it. I mean, granted, since the latest update, I say this time and time again, they've gotten a boost, no question about it. I don't know what that boost is, but they have definitely gotten it. But with the Invincible season, that is pretty nice. And Liverpool and Aston Villa, first and second place in the Premier League. Yeah, I would say this worked like a charm. So I'm just going to leave it there. I mean, take from it what you will. I think this definitely could be used in a lot of different teams in a lot of different ways. Definitely try and fit your team into the tactic and see how it does on your own. Let us know how in the comments below how it worked for you. But yeah, it looks pretty nice so far. But that's it for me, Sefian FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.